Alright. I'm really nervous. Okay. This, I guess you can read by the title I'm going to put. This is going to be my coming out video. I am gay. Very gay. So much so that everyone I told has known for a while. So, yes, okay. I guess I'll start with how I came out of school. Well, how I came out of school was not the most pleasurable time. I live in a small Texas town where people are very judgmental, and they really are not very open-minded. I mean, first of all, looking the way I do, and also on top of that being gay was not a very fun thing to experience going into my last year of middle school and high school. So, oh my god, okay, my hair is, this is, I'm very sorry. Actually, no, I'm not even sorry. Okay. People, okay, here's how it started. I have a Tumblr. This is not shameless self-promotion. I have a Tumblr. On that Tumblr, it stated that I was in fact gay, lesbian, and somehow people from my school found that Tumblr and they found out it was me. And they spread it around the school, telling people that, hey, you know, that girl, she's gay. And that was very great. Also, I was in, like, the epitome of my scene phase, which I'm so glad is over. And, so, on top of that, now they could not only make fun of me for thinking that I was emo, but they could make fun of me because I was also gay. And I know in a lot of places it's a big deal, but it's not as big of a deal as it is in the South. Because here in the South, we have very judgmental people, very closed-minded people, and very ignorant people. The people I go to school with are all three. So they spread that around. Everyone, on a daily basis, I would get told to kill myself. A lot of people also knew about I, in the 7th grade, was assaulted in a sexual manner. People knew about that. They called me an attention seeker for that, told me I was asking for it, and also now I'm gay, so there's another thing. So here's this tiny little emo, gay, sexually assaulted kid, and she's in this pool of rednecks and Bible-thumping Christians, and all of a sudden she's like the worst person in the world, and she needs to kill herself, she needs to die. They hope she... Sorry, I'm like looking at my cat. My cat's right here. Give me a second. She's so cute. Okay. But, yeah, I had people telling me to die, kill myself. I was also going through a lot of bullying, being called fat. So, I had an eating disorder for 3 years. I'm sorry. And just all in all, it was a really bad time. There's nothing, like, that is something I wouldn't wish upon the people that I hate most in the world, because every single day I would wake up and just not want to be alive. And that's not, I know it's a normal thing nowadays, which it shouldn't be, but it's a normal thing, and it's probably the most horrible thing, is that it's so normal, and thinking and feeling like that shouldn't be normal. But it's so normal nowadays. It's just, it's not something that's a normal person thinks about on a day-to-day basis. Is they don't think about how much they want to die, or how they're going to eat this thing so they're going to want to throw up later, or they don't even want to eat. People shouldn't think like that, but they do. And it's because people just, they don't know how to treat each other. And that's basically what I went through the whole time I was coming out, was just shitstorm from everyone who knew my face. So, and then eventually I moved out of that school into a private school. It's like a charter school. It's like a public private school. You don't have to pay for it, but it's small. It's really small. It's called Premier. Some people might know what that is. They have it around the United States. So I went to Premier, and this is where my family coming out story starts. I met this girl named Alyssa, and she was the prettiest girl I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And just as soon as I saw her, I knew that I wanted to be with her one day, and I knew that wanting to be with her, I also needed to get up the confidence and come out to my family, because I wouldn't want to hide the fact that I did in fact love someone a lot, like a lot. I met her in October 1st, 2013 is whenever I met her. Today is September 2014, and we have been together almost a month. It's a pretty big thing to go from hating everything about yourself and wanting to just die every single day, waking up and not wanting to live, not wanting to eat, wanting to throw up, wanting to hurt yourself. I hurt myself so much. I went through years and years and years of just self-harm and self-hate, and then I met this one person, and everything just changed, and a year later, we're together, and I'm the happiest that I have ever been with her. And I know this being a coming out video, I'm going to get a lot of hate from just being gay, but even though that's the point in this video, is to not get hate for it, but I know I'm going to. But honestly, a couple years ago, yeah, I would have been hurt by it. I wouldn't have liked it. I would have probably cried myself to sleep. But today, honestly, people can say whatever they want. I don't care anymore. And it's not even just from years of being tortured and going through that makes me like numb to that kind of blow, but I don't want to hate life, because it's, compared to how it has been in the past, my life is perfect, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And how I came out to my parents was, I knew that I really liked this girl, and I needed a lot of help, and who better to go to for help like that than the person who gave birth to you. So I called my mom into my room, sat on the bed. This is whenever everything kind of came in at once, which is, now that I think about it, was probably like really overwhelming, because like in the same 10 minutes she found out that her daughter was bulimic, self-harming, depressed, schizophrenic, had major anxiety, and on top of all that, she found out that I was gay. That being said, before I told her, she already knew. She had assumed since I was in, like, elementary school, or not elementary school, middle school, that that was gonna happen, and I believed that she kind of saw it coming, because at the age of 7 years old, I remember doubting ever going to, like, guys, ever. I remember thinking, like, I didn't know why people, like, girls found them so attractive. All these, in elementary school, everyone was, like, freaking out over the Jonas Brothers, and I didn't really see what was so special about them. And so that was kind of how I knew. I didn't really know what it was at the time, because I was 7, so it was really confusing. But overall, that here I am, September 2014. My name is Mary Williams. I am from Texas. I am 16 in March, and I am gay. I'm a lesbian, full homo, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope that's what all you wanted whenever you asked me for a coming out video. It's now 12 minutes long, so I need to go because I don't know if it's going to let me upload it, but yeah, I love all you guys, and just know that people care, and it'll get better.